So welcome back. In this module, we'll look at the importance of data, and not just any data, but the right data. As we mentioned earlier, AI is built upon data. It allows AI to learn, to find patterns and trends, to accurately predict issues or events that may affect your business. So as with all foundations, it's imperative that the data is of good quality. Good data will yield a better trained AI, and conversely, bad data will give an AI that can make erroneous, misleading, or just plain wrong predictions and insights. So where do we find this magical good data? Well, your business already holds a lot of data that could provide you with some game-changing insights. It could be anything from sales figures to customer surveys or data generated automatically by technology such as cameras, thermostats, vehicles, industrial machinery, or point-of-sale terminals. It could even be unstructured data like social media posts, tweets, Facebook postings, or documents stored in your enterprise content management system. So if you already have all of this data, what does good data actually look like? Well, it needs to be cleansed and validated. You can see here on the left what validated data would look like versus invalid data. This is a simple example, but a validated postcode means you could perform much better demographic analysis. You could differentiate customers who live in Reading, UK versus Reading, Pennsylvania, etc. Problems such as data sparsity, which is too little data, data corruption, irrelevant data, bias, unknown unknowns, all of these can cause issues with machine learning. So we need to make sure that our data is validated, but we also need to make sure that our data is representative. If you train a computer to notice trends in a very small set of data, it won't be able to spot exceptions, outliers, or unusual activity. Using too little data can mean that machine learning algorithms confuse correlation and causation. So using an extreme example, imagine we try and train an algorithm to detect fraudulent activity on credit cards, but only train it on my credit card history. A computer could look at thousands of records of my history that have been classified by a human as genuine or fraudulent. But then it might come to the conclusion that fraudulent activity only happens to customers with the first name James. It's learnt the wrong behaviors and it's assumed bad causal relationships because we've restricted the data that we've shown it. Similarly, you have to have enough data that you can split data into parts that are used to train and parts that are used to test. So it seems inevitable that a great source for data is large quantities of good quality, validated and representative data tends to come from other machines. So once you've sourced your data and made sure it's validated, cleansed and representative, what are the sorts of things that you can achieve? Well, the possibilities are endless. So as we mentioned before, it's worth exploring what you want to achieve with AI before beginning to gather and validate the data you have. There are some obvious benefits for using data and AI in a retail setting. For example, using purchase history and demographic information, plus location and time and product information to connect the right customers at the right time via their preferred channel to provide a more personalized experience to them. It can also apply to sales teams who can be provided with the right information to better serve customers. And from a supply chain perspective for all industries, AI can help predict shortfalls in inventory or highlight areas where efficiencies can be made. But the key is considering the what if for your business. It's worth taking the time to ask yourself what your data could do for you, or what you would like to do, what you'd like to be able to do with it. You'll soon discover a world of opportunities and advantages for your business. So a final recap. AI is built upon data and the quality of that data will determine the results. Your business or organization will already have a lot of data across a wide range of sources. Decide what you want to achieve and what data would be useful to help. Ensure your data is validated and representative and unlock new insights. Next up, Elizabeth will talk about making the most of the cloud. Thank you.